Just ahead of his high-profile meetings with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping at the SCO summit in Tianjin, Prime Minister Modi held a significant phone conversation with Ukrainian President Zelensky. Prime Minister Modi had reaffirmed India's consistent support for a peaceful resolution and emphasized humanitarian efforts to restore stability. They also agreed to remain in touch and continue diplomatic engagement. Now, the timing of the phone call, remember, is important as Prime Minister Modi prepares to meet Putin and Xi Jinping on the sidelines of the SCO summit. My colleague Vishal joins us with more details. Vishal, now we have seen that India has maintained that it will ensure there is a peace resolution to the conflict in Ukraine. And on the sidelines of meeting with Putin as well as Xi Jinping, this conversation with Zelensky is very significant.
Yeah, that's right. And in the last 1 month itself, President Zelensky of Ukraine has dialed PM Modi twice. The first one was on August 11 that both the leaders spoke. And both the times these calls have happened just after Putin had met either, some of the biggest leaders in the world. In the last few weeks, he met Donald Trump in the US territory. So these calls happen sort of at a strategic time when there are, increased calls for peace in Ukraine. And India is one of the few countries, Prime Minister Modi is one of the few leaders in the world to have spoken with both the leaders on equal terms and called for peace. And we remember about 2 years ago when both PM Modi and President Putin met, PM had directly told him that this is not an era for war. That's one of the biggest statements any leader has gone on to say to the Russian leader on his face as far as stopping the war in Ukraine is concerned. So India has this rare stance when it comes to the Ukraine war, and that is what Zelensky is trying to bank upon.